It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Laidman with what's new in local theaters.
Remember last week when I talked about how 2019 would likely have its share of, well, less than stellar movies? Well, here we are, not even halfway through January, and there's already a bit of a stinker on our hands. Now, given that, the movie still deserves an introduction, as we all know that popular opinion really only means so much, but we do have a winner this week too, so worry not. From the American Deep South with Green Book to get-rich-quick schemes with Billionaire Boys Club, it's all here. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman. Green Book is the kind of movie that you can often gauge with just a glance. Notable cast? Check. Interesting original story? Check. Now honestly, this really only pans out as being good maybe half the time, but it's a start. So what do we have here? When Tony Lip, a bouncer from an Italian-American neighborhood in the Bronx, is hired to drive Dr. Don Shirley, a world-class black pianist, on a concert tour from Manhattan to the Deep South, they must rely on the Green Book to guide them to the few establishments that were then safe for African Americans. Confronted with racism, danger, as well as unexpected humanity and humor, they are forced to set aside differences to survive and thrive on the journey of a lifetime. Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali are well matched as leads, and Peter Farrelly brings a deftness as director. As a movie about race relations, it touches on just when it needs to, just when it has to, sharing a beautiful and effective message.
For your music, what you do, only you can do that. We'll do this.
Pick it up, Tony.
Squirrels would have ate it anyway.
Pick it up.
What's the difference between a bad guy and a good guy?
Next, we have Billionaire Boys Club, starring Taron Egerton, Ansel Elgort, Kevin Spacey, and Emma Roberts. Egerton and Elgort are riding fairly high these days after successes like Kingsman and Baby Driver, and Roberts is always an artist worth watching. Spacey, however, is more or less at the end of his career as we know it. But putting that aside, what's it about? A group of wealthy boys in Los Angeles during the early 1980s establish a get-rich-quick scam that turns deadly. Simple, yes? Well, the performances are fine, especially those from Egerton, Elgort, and Roberts, but it's really too bad they weren't given a little, no, make that a lot, more to work with. The movie works too hard and spends too much time recreating the period and simply forgetting about any sort of meaningful drama. All the pieces are in place, but nothing of note is happening.
Ron had a fake account.
There's only one move here.